Hi, welcome to SolidWorks 2018-19 video tutorial. I want to do that crossbeam exercise now in SolidWorks. And I want to do it as close as possible, even if, for example, that fillet command isn't really good. So, let's have fun with SolidWorks. So in order to use the exercise files, which you can grab on my GrabCAD account, you have to open it and select the step format. There you go. And then go to the options and you have to import. You have to activate free curves and points as sketch. Otherwise, you will not get the curves. So let's go for the step-by-step step file and open it. This will take a mile, not a mile, but a while. And here we go. Now, in order to use those curves, you have to convert them to sketches. Not 3D sketches, but 2D sketches. So let's see. I want to show those planes. And there's a plane, there's a plane. So this curve would be on that plane. That's the front plane. So go for a sketch on that front plane and convert entities. You could go for a chain, but that might be wrong, so I select it like this and confirm. Now I need another sketch on that plane, and that will be the top plane, and do a sketch right there. Sorry. And I want to convert this line. Confirm, confirm. Now let's try to hide those sketches. And this one as well. There's the one left, so hide this as well. Okay. Now let's make an extrude with this sketch. Okay, make it mid-plane and let's go for 420. No, that's too much, so go for 420. And confirm. Next one, another extruded surface with this one. Change the direction and make it maybe, just maybe like this. That's 700. That should do. And confirm. Now, if you want to use that fillet tool, it will not work, at least not up to a radius of 200. So if I go for that fillet, there's only one, that fillet. I could check if there is another one. And you can go for a face fillet, that's okay. And the first fillet face would be this one. And the second one would be that one. So this looks wrong, so maybe I have to change it like this and like that. No, it's hard to see. So it should be the other way around, like this. Yeah, but You can go only up to maybe, let's try 100. Yeah, that works. 150 still works, but if you want to go up to 200, it doesn't work anymore. So in order to do at least fillets here with 200 and maybe there with 200, I have to do it in a different way. So in order to get that 200 millimeter fillet, I want to trim those surfaces first. Let's go for trim, and the trim tool should be this one, and I want to remove that side. Confirm, then go for another trim. Now this should be the tool, and I want to remove this side and confirm. Now in order to do an edge fillet, which might work, I have to knit those two surfaces. Confirm. Now let's try an edge fillet with 200 millimeters and go for that edge. This works, so I might go for that solution. And I will need an offset surface to this one. So let's see, where is offset? This, no, that's replace face. That's offset surface. I want an offset surface, but in the other direction, and let's go for, let's say 6 millimeters, just in case there are more problems. Okay, let's give one of those surfaces at least a different color. So maybe go here, go to appearances, and switch to surfaces. Yes, and that surface offset should have a different color, maybe a greenish one, and confirm. So now we can select them by color. Okay, so let's look for that square emboss. I need those sketches. Let's take a look. Which one is which? That's part of it. Yeah, I need to see this one. And this is another part of it. And one is missing, so let's check. Where is it? Maybe the first, yes, this one. Okay, I will need a plane up here through that curves. I could try to use them. There is some sort of planar surface. Let's see if we can use those. I suppose not. No, because I can't select them. Okay, so let's put a plane right there. Where are my planes? Here they are. I want to have a plane through this one and that one. That's not possible. Really? Okay, so let's try points. Delete, delete. So use this point. Maybe that point. And maybe this point. And confirm. Now I can do a sketch on that plane. So that would be this plane and a sketch. and I need to convert those entities. Like that. Confirm. Leave that sketch. And now I can use that sketch to make a planar surface. So that would be this sketch. And confirm. So maybe hide that surface. That would be this fillet. So it's better visible. And now I can use a ruled surface, which should be available somewhere over here. There you go. And it should be tapered to a vector. And I want to go for, let's say, 30 millimeter. And the angle should be 60 or 30, we will see. Let's go for the edge selection. The direction should be normal to that plane. Okay, that's not possible. Yeah, it's possible. So go for that 60 degrees at the moment. And the edge would be, of course, this edge. And maybe 30 degrees. Let's see. Yes, that's more like it. And confirm. Now I can do a fillet. At least I could try with 3 millimeter between those two surfaces. So go for a fillet. Face fillet. First would be this face. And the arrow should look down. And not 200 but 3 millimeters. And the second one would be this face, and that arrow should go to the inside. Yes, and of course you need the segments as well. And confirm. And I've got my square emboss. And that's those four. Can I put them into some sort of folder? No. Okay, let's save this one. Okay, next would be that runway emboss, and for that runway emboss I need again some sketches. Let's check them out. That would be this one, and I could hide all the other ones. That's 5, so let's hide the other ones and just show number 5. Okay, great. And I will need to bring back that fillet and make it visible, and I could hide that surface offset and maybe give this one a different color as well. So make this one, that one, maybe a bluish color. Yeah, like that. Petrol, I would say. So let's rename that fillet and call this square emboss. Square emboss. And maybe you should write it or spell it correctly. And this would be the offset base. or base offset. And this would be the base, in this case base 1. Okay, now let's make an extrude, and therefore I need to do another sketch, and I need maybe a new plane. So go for a new plane, and that plane could go through points, maybe this point, that point, and this point. Confirm. Let's make a sketch on that plane and convert. Try to select the chain if possible. Yes. Confirm. And now I could make an extrude. If I close that sketch, go for an extruded surface and make it mid-plane and make it, let's say, 40 might do. Yes. And confirm. Now let's make an offset of that surface in that direction with 6 millimeters, and then I could use that. Okay, I need another offset surface, so I want to offset that base surface, this one, in that direction, yes, and go for 6 millimeters in that direction. That's okay, and confirm. Now let's trim. So I want to trim, not with this one. The tool would be that extrude. That extrude would be the trim tool, and I want to remove this side and confirm. And now I could try to make a fillet between that offset surface and that extrude. Might work, so let's try. Go for a fillet, surface, and I want it to be between this extrude. That would be that extrude. And I can't select it here, that's sad, so I have to go up there. Okay. And it would be nice to go for tangent propagation. And then it should go to the inside, yes. 3 millimeters, yes. And the second surface would be this one, and of course tangent propagation. This looks quite good. And confirm, or maybe go for 2 millimeters. And confirm. And it didn't work. The preview was quite good. So because there is some error here, it should go for 2 millimeters. That's it. And confirm. Great. Now the same thing between the base surface and this one. So let's go for another fillet. Again, go for, now let's go for this surface and tangent propagation. And the arrow should go up. And the other one should be this one. And the arrow should go to the outside. So turn it around. 2 millimeters, and looks good. Confirm. Great. Worked like a charm. So next I need to rename this one. That would be that fillet. Well, that's the last one is the runway, some sort of runway or base with runway. Let's call this base with runway, base 2 with runway emboss, just to make it easier. Now let's go for another fillet. A fillet between this surface. Arrow should go to the outside, yes. And of course tangent propagation 2 mm or 3 mm, and select this one, and the arrow should go up. So there's no preview, and it might not work, or I have to select some more. Let's try some more. Select here and there. Still no propagation. Let's add some more. Now it looks good, and I could confirm. Great. Really great. And let's call this one base 2 or base 3 in this case. Base 3 with square emboss. And let's save it. Okay, next would be the stripe emboss. Therefore I need to see another sketch. So go here, go to the sketches, and that would be this sketch. Make it visible and hide all the other ones. Okay, I could hide that plane, this one, and of course that one. Now in order to project this I need a sketch. So I could go for a plane. Let's try a plane parallel to this one through that point. Confirm. Now let's do a sketch on that plane and just convert entities this line. Confirm. Leave that sketch. Let's try to project this one onto that surface. So go for project curve, this one. Okay, go for select other and select the sketch line and put it onto this surface, which doesn't work. You can't project, you can project only to normal to the sketch, so this doesn't work. So if I change that plane and make it not parallel to this one, but delete this, make it parallel to the not the right plane, but to the that's really hard to see, to this one. So that switches, and let's see if the sketch still works. So there's still the sketch. Great. And now I should be able to project it. So project go for select other, the sketch line which is not there anymore, so it lost that somehow. So let's delete it, make a new sketch, go for that plane, select, sketch, convert entities to that line, confirm, hide that sketch. Now I should be able to select it for the projection if I give that sketch. So go to project this one, sketch 18, yes, to those surfaces and confirm. Hide that plane. I need a new plane parallel to this one for one of those points, so go for another plane parallel to this one, maybe through that point here. Confirm. Hide this one. Make a new sketch on that one and convert the entities. These. Confirm. Hide that plane. And hide that surface. Now I want to make an extrude with this one. Make it mid-plane, go for 10, that would be okay. And that will end the first part of this Crossbeam exercise video. Hope you enjoyed it up to this point. If you did, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook fan page. Would be very nice of you. I want to get more likes and subscriptions over there as well. Thanks for watching. See you to the second part. Bye bye.